Hello, everyone, and welcome to Surviving the Abyss. This is a new game that came out on early access January 17th, and it's a really cool concept. I always love games like this where you pretty much decide to survive, but in a different environment, like Frostpunk. Oh my gosh, steampunk, like frozen ice age. Amazing. This game, surviving underwater, deep abyss with Cthulhu, possibly. Wild. I have played the introduction, so I have some experience, so hopefully I won't be too, annoying to watch play, but I know I have a very difficult time starting out. It just is a hard push for me, but I think I'll be able to do it. But yeah, without further ado, I'm pretty sure a little intro movie-esque thing will pop up here and should be able to let me be quiet and not have just dead space.
In the years following 1956, much came to be known about the structure of DNA and the human genome. The possibility of cloning a human being was becoming a reality, as our brightest minds raced to be the first to complete the endeavor. After a few short years, scientists reported the first promising results. A human being was cloned for the first time. The celebrations, however, were short-lived. The test subjects were unstable, their DNA damaged by the cloning process. All died within days. Moral objections to the technology turned to public outrage. Outrage turned to protests, and eventually protests turned to riots. Publicly, the research was discontinued. The military, however, was quick to understand the strategic potential of this research. Why stop at recreating life when it could be improved? Plans were drawn up to continue the research in total secrecy, far from the prying eyes of the world, deep below the surface of the ocean. The sea floor provides access to new, highly adapted life forms and ample DNA for experimentation. But the deep sea environment presents a significant challenge. You have been selected to lead a team of the best and brightest. The lives of the crew are in your hands.
And that was their first mistake. Little do they know, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, here we are in this wonderful, wonderful world that they've constructed. There's a lot to explore. Just to give you a perspective here, there's our base. And here's the edge of the map. I would say 2,500 meters. This map is absolutely massive. It is crazy, absolutely cray-cray how large this map is. I have not really been able to navigate, like, even very far from my origins here, but this is my original setup. Please be sure to comment how terrible I am down in the comments, and let me know how bad my setup is. But it can't be too bad since we're just starting out, so everything with a grain of salt, I suppose. Anyway, yeah. This is kind of how I've set up at the beginning. Again, it is early access, so you might see some things that might be a bit sussy. Just disregard those. And I'm going to try to do my best to do the talkie-talkie, because this is a quiet game. No one can hear you scream in the very hell pit depths of the ocean. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I myself do not like the ocean. I dare say I have I don't know about a phobia, but I'm pretty close to it. Like, just being thrown in the middle of nowhere, like the ocean, and then just looking down, and seeing nothing but an abyss, that's scary. So not a whole lot of noise. But anyway, I will try to do my best to commentate as much as possible. I'm usually not much of a talker IRL, but I will do my very best for y'all. So this is the initial setup. You did see me go through this tech tree right here and just grab a coal extractor and a carbohydrate farm. This is our basic food production building. I kind of wish this was unlocked to begin with, because I don't know why the basic necessities wouldn't be unlocked to begin with. But again, it's still early access, and there's even a really nice handy dandy bug report, and you can change the category, performance issue or a suggestion. So you know what? I'm actually going to put that in right now. It might not be the vision of the game developers, but you know, it's just a suggestion. Okay. There we go. I'll say please. Hopefully they listen. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get our base going. No, that's not how I do it. I do it like that. Okay. Put a little junction down, and the junctions themselves can be a little funky too. I know I've had some weird things happen with them, but you know, life goes on. Let's just go ahead and turn those off, because we won't need those super early in the game. Okay. And we'll put another junction down here and here. I gotta connect these coal generators because they don't automatically connect themselves, which I think would also be another cool thing, is if they just auto-connected without needing to do that your dang self. Okay, just turn those off. And then we are going to get a... No, not that. We're going to grab a research lab real quick and a cloning lab, which will come in handy in a bit. But we're just going to go ahead and turn that off. And the crew needs somewhere to sleep, and our submarines need basically like, hey, there's stuff here that you can mine, go mine it kind of orders. So that's what these buoys are. They're just kind of like a location where I guess our submarines are like, hey, there's stuff over there, you should probably go harvest it. And yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my first build, and we'll just let them go. We have some time acceleration. I love that. You can read these if you want. I've already blown through them. They're mostly just the tutorial, which I have done. So I have a basic understanding of stuff. I will be honest, I haven't done a whole ton. Like, literally just getting past the first initial build-up is quite a challenge for me anyway, I felt. It is a survival game, and, you know, I'm still learning the ropes. But I did get past it once, but I stopped as soon as I saw myself go over that first initial hurdle. So we are not too experienced, but I can survive, which I thought would be essential for this walkthrough. We have our submarines kind of just swimming all around the place. Oh, we have a transport submarine to begin with. As you can see, there's different types of submarines. We have our miners and our constructors that are going around and constructing our plethora of buildings we have kind of built up for right now. I should probably put some power lines in to our things so we can get power. That's pretty important. Very nice. Okay, now we have power. Yeah, we have power. Okay, cool. This is our initial little starting zone, our little central hub. Looking very cute. Again, you can continue to read that if you want. Oh yeah, we also need a little sonar tower here so we can scan for nearby areas in this pitch black darkness. But while we're just kind of waiting for the base build, I guess we can go over what buildings we have right now. We have these storage containers. I kind of got a mixed opinion about them because right now you can't delete them. And even if you do build more, you're not able to delete them. So be careful where you place them down for the meantime if you do play this game. Power, I'm kind of having to mix. I just don't really know how to, I guess, solve the problem yet. But basically, these things give air quality impact, which can make the air a little bit unsafe to breathe if you're not careful. And you do need a lot of these freaking things at the start. So I'm just not exactly sure, I guess, how to maneuver that yet. There is research to get an air purifier, which I'll show you in a bit, but there's problems within that for a while, so I'll get to that when I get to that. We've got our oxygen generator, very important. Being underwater and all, breathing's nice, very cash money. Got our carbohydrate farm, which will help give us food. It's low quality food, and there's high quality, low quality food. And if you're not careful and just eat only low quality food, your crew can get malnourished and get very unhealthy. Got our standard living quarters for our underwater paradise. Our submarine factory for building more submarines. We got our sonar and our light tower, which kind of expands our building radius and sheds light on the darkness. Literally building Rapture out here. We got our basic research lab, which I set down over here. It helps produce research data. Got our cloning lab, which we'll be able to grow adult clones. I found out the hard way in my first couple of playthroughs when I actually finally got to the point to build it. We don't really get people from the surface. I guess since it's a super secretive kind of thing, you don't want people just coming down here and working, like idiots. So we clone them down here, and people, I guess, have their whole life cycle down here. There's a fauna trap. We'll get more into that whenever we get to the habitats, and a marine stabilizer as well. Then we got our junctions here. We got elevators. I'm not sure if I can stack stuff on top of other things. I don't think I can. I'm not exactly sure. It'd be really cool if I could, because there's not exactly like a vertical build kind of hotkey here, but it helps whenever, like, I'm pretty sure there's deep sea trenches. I don't know. I only assume. And I had been able to see the whole technology tree, because one playthrough I just sat still while I was moderately able to survive and got all the way to the end. And there's a decent amount of stuff to do. I think there's a lot more stuff focused on pretty much the, I guess, exploration aspect of the game than there is technology right now, in my opinion. And that's okay. I would love to see some more technology, though, but already there's a pretty cool amount of stuff to do in the game. I wish I could prioritize things, too. I'm not exactly sure how to do that, if there is a button for it, but I haven't seen it. But yeah, this game's very quiet, very, very scary. I, myself, not a big fan. Like Subnautica, it's a good game, but oh my gosh, like, constantly on edge going through complete darkness. And they also have a bunch of cool, I guess, like, breakdowns of species and stuff, like a little fun fact paragraph they have going on here. Yeah, that oxygen generator will get annoying. Let's get the carbohydrates back up so we can get some food going here. And we have no unemployed people. But we're going to stockpile coal, we're going to get some more food, and we're going to clone a human eventually. Let's just go ahead and focus solely on coal right now. Because if we can do that, we'll get to our objective a lot quicker, and we'll be able to get more people. Yeah. Already running out of stuff to say. I do think it looks very pretty, especially with all the bioluminescent stuff. And wow, there's buildings out here. The more you know. I think I got a glimpse of something, but I thought it was alien. But I think those are just regular Giga buildings. And here's what the sonar does. You kind of just place it down, a little beacon, and it will ping the area for the specific thing you've requested to search for. And there you go. If you use it enough, it'll have to recharge. I'm not exactly sure what the limitation is or how many charges it has per se, but it does. Like right now, it's taking a little bit to recharge, yeah. So, pretty straightforward. You can usually wait for the pings to like if it's red like this, you can wait to hear like sonar pings to actually like detect if anything's there. Now for the resources. Wow, there's a lot of resources over here. Holy crap. That's kind of annoying. Wow. Well, we have another area full of resources over here. Oh my gosh. Maybe this will be the one. Usually whenever I hit the record button, all my gamer skills just go out the window, but hopefully this time will be different. Okay, we found some more ore. One thing we're definitely going to want to look for is habitats. These are like little sea anemones, or whatever Finding Nemo lived in. They're kind of like little habitats on the ocean floor that house fish or crab, all sorts of stuff. And we can use it for a variety of things, like getting genetic information or code stuff so we can clone people. I don't know why we need fish to clone people. Or, you know, we can use it for food or for biomass generators. You can use it for a lot of things. They're pretty essential to life, IMO, in this game. So you got to use them sparingly. To my understanding, biomass generators completely devour everything in the habitat and also destroy the habitat. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure we will get to that. And these are all the points of interest. Also, there's going to be points of interest, like this brine pool. It's kind of like anomalies, I guess, on Surviving Mars, where you can send an exploration submarine with a crew to go check out, and you could get rewards. I haven't seen anything negative quite yet. I'm sure there's some sort of ocean floor AIDS or something down here, but who knows. But yeah, these are the habitats that I am detecting right now. These little purple things here in the darkness. Those will be where you can get genetic code and things like that. I already feel like Subnautica. Okay, we got some more crew members because we met our objectives at the bottom left there. A little tutorial starter thing. Okay, that's all we can scan for, so let's get rid of that sonar and free up some of the power. We are currently consuming a lot of stuff, but let's get off coal now that we met that objective. No, we didn't meet that objective, sorry. We got to get 80. We are currently at 68. I don't know why I looked over there. Once we build the basic research station, though, a life could be a dream. And we're going to need to expand out to this coal extraction point. Oh yeah, here's the map, by the way. There's a little mini map you can look at. But yeah, we need to expand over here, because there is quite a lot of goodies in this area. Small scrap deposits. I need some iron. Small coal deposit. Like an iron ore extraction site or something. I'm not sure if they're labeled differently. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I'm still learning a lot about this game, so definitely a lot to be learned. I am, however, going to it's invalid. Immediately come over here. Does this say that's a small concrete deposit? I'm assuming that's not an extraction point. And it seems like there's a steep drop off over here, so I'm probably gonna need to do this number. Come out this way. Cannot tunnel in darkness. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Metaphor for my life. Cannot tunnel in darkness. Okay. I'll just slap a light post right there. And I will go ahead and I cannot wait, this is a power line though. I should be able to build in darkness, what you mean? Okay. Cool. That'll be power. Yeah, there is a steep drop off right there. But our little construction drone will come out here and build in the darkness. Okay. just letting me know that our supplies are low. I'll probably start reading those. Sorry, I just have this mindset of go, 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 because time is of the essence to survive in this freaking game for some reason. Okay, we stockpiled our coal. Give it a second to drink from my little mug here. Okay, and a rickety lamp post will pop up. And there you go. We have a cave system here. We have a brine pool, and we got a small iron ore deposit and a quartz deposit. I think these are mined. Yeah, these are mined by the submarines. And this will be quartz glass. Okay, cool. But the most important part is we have a coal extraction point. Here is where, well, whenever I research, we'll be able to extract some stuff. Okay, technology is the foundation of our mission. To survive in these conditions and to achieve our scientific aims, we must progress our research capabilities. We're considering sending down another specialist, a scientist this time. First, prove your capability to lead this mission. Unlock Tier 2 of technology. Sir, yes sir. Okay, so we want a coal extractor so we can, well, not ever run out of coal. It's not a very fun thing to run out of coal, that is. And we'll just connect it with a tunnel junction there. And you will see how to actually, like, change levels. So here, we have said issue of, you know, basically a change in elevation. And we're going to need a junction to help, well, not a junction, an elevator to help fix that. So just drag this bad boy. Okay. Thankfully, these tunnels don't cost anything. It's the wires you got to worry about. Oh my gosh, they cost steel. Sometimes I wish there was like a blueprint mode so you could like measure things out. Because I sometimes do that a lot in Surviving Mars. Cannot build in darkness. That'll show you. Yeah, you got to be careful sometimes with how. That is kind of annoying. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, I moved the light post a little bit over, so we should be able to build here now. But those are one of the few things I'm certainly talking about there is the game can be a bit punishing whenever you destroy something, like I had to do with that light post there. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you back all the resources, which, you know, for a survival game, makey sensey, but it's probably just a skill issue, honestly. But it would be cool if there's a blueprint mode. It would make things a lot less punishing. But once we get these tunnel junctions up and running here, we should be able to provide oxygen to this area, and bada bing, bada boom. We have people working here. So this will decrease the air quality, and it's not bad yet. But enough of these sons of guns, and you will run into a problem where there is just a heck ton of issues you're having with air quality. And I'm going to go ahead and get another light post up and running, methinks, because I would like to grab this area with this fauna, or this habitat here. And I will go ahead and, yeah, I can't get both of them. I will go ahead and grab this one as well. This is a small coal deposit, so we'll have another coal deposit within our borders here. Actually, there's a concrete extraction point up there I would like to try to get, but they're just too far apart. I'll do this right now. Just grab another light there. I will turn this one off because methinks I don't need it right now, but steel we definitely will need. Let's try to keep it somewhat level or normal. Nah, I can't. We don't have enough steel. We will get steel eventually. We just use a lot to build these lights that I'm not going to use for a little bit. And it sucks because I won't be able to get this bad boy, the marine stabilizer, over both of them. But pretty much this replenishes the fauna on a habitat. So in habitat, like I said, is kind of an area where the fishies live. That is dark. As darkness is, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I cannot see. Cannot build in darkness. Well, how am I supposed to build that? I'm going to assume I don't make a mistake here. Hey, very nice. Okay. So, as you can see, this is a habitat for the spider crab, which is awesome because the spider crab is actually a pretty good one to have. Let's also just grab this alloy furnace real quick so I don't accidentally run out of steel. And then a concrete extraction point's not too far away. Not doing too bad. But these things contain species that can be harvested for several uses: power generation, food production, and genetics. And we are going to use it for genetics as soon as possible because we need more crew members. And pretty much all you do is you place this fauna trap here. And you harvest them and their entire population. I'm talking mothers, sisters, fathers, brothers, you know, the whole family. It's a family place. So, yeah, there's 14 to 14 spider crabs we can collect from here. And I'm not sure if that's just a name of the species whenever we do clone them, of the clone. I'm not exactly sure, but there it is. Let's go ahead and switch. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and switch you back to all. I could have sworn we had another. Oh, we did have an idle sub. Okay. Well, now we have a Dom. Anyway, we can, while we're waiting, we can place down a little. Wow, that actually cost a lot of steel that I don't think I really have. Okay, we'll just wait. Could I perchance get over here? I think I can, so I'm gonna try to. And we'll just turn that on. Okay. I cringe because I wish this was just like that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to delete it right now. That's going to be a lot of steel. But we're going to place down... I'll save that for later. I was going to say we could place down another fauna trap right there, but I cringe at the thought. We're going to need a marine stabilizer. This will make it to where we can replenish our depleted fauna population. So I'm just going to build one right here. But not occupy it for now, because that's going to suck up a lot of power. And we'll just set it up for success. Never mind. Can I bring this a little bit closer? There we go. Now it's connected. Alright, very nice. Nice and straight. And we will turn that off for now. Because I think 14 of those queued up will be quite enough for us. So... I'm in need of conductive materials for the next stage of my research. This could really open the door for how we send power around the base. I can make do with lower quality metals, but I believe this could really make a difference. Well, let's give them iron. We got some data points. We're not really using our iron. We did just get that alloy furnace. Research, but this son of a gun right here is going to absolutely destroy our air quality. Unfortunately, it is essential to what we have to do to survive down here because we need those alloys. But I'll go ahead and place this down and just get it ready to actually make stuff. I think this is a good side to present. Okay. And I'll get a tunnel over here and bring it all the way down. You know, I thought about it. It would make a lot more sense if the people came in that side, because it would be a shorter walk. Not that that seems to matter. in this game. Distance for NPCs. If you click on the people view here, doesn't really seem to matter. The buildings function at all times, regardless of wherever they are. I honestly, there's like outposts in this game that you can research, kind of. Yeah, outposts and like docks. You can transport crew between them, but I kind of shrug at that because it seems that no matter the distance, the building will operate wherever the NPC is, and also it seems like the NPCs live where they work, which is kind of depressing, but I mean, what else are they going to do down here, I guess? Now we have the alloy furnace, so we're not in danger of never having enough steel, because we're going to turn that off and on depending on when we need steel, because man, oh man, does it suck to leave that thing on. And I'm probably going to delete this and redo that. Now that we have a free... Oh. Now that we have some way to get scrap steel, I'm probably going to remove this and put this back. Probably right now. And boom. Problem solved. I feel better about that. Very nice. Okay. And I kind of want to save till we get till tier 2 research, because it's not super amazing, but having another a scientist will help us fill this specialist role here, because right now this building's working at 50% capacity, but with the specialist, you'll be able to do that. Make it go all the way to 100%. That way we won't really be limited by research, and I'll probably research all the tiers and we can just look at the research together, and we'll be pretty much on the same level of understanding when it comes to the game. Okay, so we have basically this stuff. You can read it if you want to. I've already kind of scrolled through everything on my own, but I will let y'all take a look-see. We're definitely probably gonna mess with that coal stuff, because the less coal generators we have, the better off we'll be, because that air quality is a pain. And the air purifier, it requires aluminum. I have never touched aluminum. I have never smelled it. I have never seen it in this game, but it is somewhere. And oh my gosh, is it a pain in the butt to get to, because it seems like a freaking rarity. Yep. These slots actually are probably a good thing to grab as well, because they guarantee pretty much the success rate of cloning, which I will show you shortly. We should have quite a few specimens saved up. We have 4 genetic samples, which I actually think is enough. So I'll turn that on and I'll grab somebody from the research lab there. And we're going to open the sequencer and we're going to put spider crabs in here. And honestly, heck, spider crabs. I don't know if you've ever seen them. If I spot one, I'll click on it, but just something with like disproportionately long dangly legs compared to its body, it just I don't mess with that, man. That's just not all right with me. That's just not okay. I will come out swinging. I don't care. We'll actually pull somebody from the carbohydrates and put them in here, just so we can have max research. I guess we already got the scientists. Oh, because we unlocked tier 2. Yeah. Duh. This is going surprisingly well. I mean, I'm about to get this, I don't know why I just stuttered like that. I don't know, I'm about to get this concrete extraction point. We'll be pretty much resource independent, because there's iron like scattered pretty much all over the seafloor, so never really had to worry about that to grab scrap steel. A Dumbo octopus. Never had that before. I've only had rosefish and spider crab, so again, not super experienced, but I know I haven't had much exposure to the different fish and stuff. we've actually made our first successful clone. I forgot their name. Greetings, Overseer. This is Command Station once again. Congratulations on your first success. This is the first partially successful human clone in almost 3 years. This, however, is just the beginning. The crew still have limited lifespans, so we're surely going to need more. Expand the population to 20. Don't worry, Chief. We are still sequencing a clone. And that one went to... God knows where. I don't know. I'm going to turn that on. Ooh, let's not turn that on, actually. Actually, I'm curious if I can turn this off. No, I can't. I need to keep that on for the mining relay and for the fauna trap. That's kind of annoying. Well, I will turn this on, and I'll pull someone from the carbohydrate farm over, and I will get that going, because we need... Oh, unsafe air quality. Really? That's what does it for you? It's just one more coal generator? Isn't that a real pain? One of the coal extraction teams has found a coal vein unlike anything we've seen before. It is much harder than the rest of the coal surrounding it. Extracting from this vein could result in considerably higher yield than usual, but it would require one of the crew to descend through the borehole to assess it properly first. Is this something you think we should risk the crew for? Heck yeah. Okay. The assessment was successful, however, there was a casualty as a result. The vein was deep, but much less stable than anticipated. One of the crew got trapped when exploring the deposit. They're out now, but we'll need to spend some time in the hospital to recover. Weakness. Weakness on my station. Oh, he just died. Or someone died at the coal generator. Alright, we're going to need to turn that off. And that off as well. Immediately replace them, thankfully. We need someone from the cloning lab to go in there. And we're going to use our research to increase our oxygen, well now, O2 output. Okay. Air purifiers improve the air quality on the oxygen network. We need aluminum. And I have no earthly idea how to get to it. The map. What biomes do we have? Abundant biome? Or no, that's a habitat. Do we? So we have a coral reef right ahead of us. We have a kelp forest, dark glows, basalt columns, and a volcanic. That's really far away. We're really close to a coral reef over here. So I'm going to go ahead. Wait, hold on. Where's that? That's... I'm not exactly sure how we're orientated. I guess we're orientated like this. So over here is a coral reef. I'm probably going to place a scanner down. Oh, yeah, you can probably tell by the bioluminescent stuff. Yeah, I'll place a scanner down and we'll hopefully peek into the coral reef area. But we did increase our output of oxygen, which kind of gives us a bit of a benefit. But coal efficiency would also be nice, so we use less coal in general. And then a power upgrade. Getting 20% more power would be very nice, because we're already running into an issue with air quality, unfortunately. And we might just get a sub pen, get a little exploration thing going on. Some good old-fashioned H2O. And we're still trying to expand the population to 20. It's taking its time. Oh, are all my mining subs good? Well, there's nothing really to mine, is there? I'm pretty sure one is idling right now. And I would like to rotate my map, too. That would be really cool. Where the heck? I don't know. Our subs are just chilling. I'm going to pull you... Well, quartz glass is full as well. Yep. Okay, we got Gerard Stockdale. Very fancy name. The first clones have been a partial success. Mutation in the genetic... Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm very yawny today. The first clones have been a partial success. Mutation in the genetic sequence means their lifespans are shortened, so we'll need to clone a steady supply to ensure the facility remains functional. This is exactly the start we were hoping for. The sacrifice you are making is a great benefit to humanity. Okay. He made a manatee joke. Very nice. Overseer, for the construction of the central hub, our scouts unit spotted a number of nearby biomes which are likely to contain new species and resources we need to further our research. Kelp forests, our scan indicate the presence of aluminum here, which is vital for our more advanced construction efforts, along with species which may help us push the boundaries of our cloning technology. Coral reefs appear to contain a good amount of useful resources and species to support our efforts. So we're looking for the kelp forest. So, dang. Okay. Well, we have a kelp forest nowhere in the direction we're going. Okay. So it's literally below us. Right? Yeah, it's going to be below us. I'm assuming. Yeah, you can see the kelp right here. Alright. Well, two jumps away with that, we'll probably be able to do something. But I need to sort power quickly. Because I can't really turn the other coal generator on, because apparently that'll kill everybody. So I need to do something about that. And we currently are not producing enough food to feed our people. The conundrum we find ourselves in. I would love to get a little sonar beacon over here and see if I can scout anything else in this direction or resources, and we'll go from there, because this is kind of the direction we need to go anyway. And we have enough spider crabs to make more people. We'll get a generalist here with a 48% success chance and 24 years, 24 number of days a clone will live, 51 days. Wow, that is a very short lifespan. Oh my gosh. I thought that meant months, but I guess that would be too easy. So the clones we've made are already going to die very quickly, unfortunately. Oh, I'm starting to worry that my mind is turning on me. These days, when I catch the eye of a friend in the break room, it's like they don't even know me. Colleagues I thought I knew are now treating me like a stranger, and my life is on the surface feels so distant. I have so many fond memories of my mother, but I struggle to recall the sound of her voice. She feels like a stranger to me now. Have any others reported feeling this way? Am I the only one? We'll send them to the hospital that we don't have. Under supervision in the hospital, it was revealed that the crew member was suffering from something akin to cognitive dissonance, a complication of the cloning process. Through a series of grounding exercises, they can assimilate better to their environment and return to work. Well, that's very good. Someone died in the coal generator. And we depleted our fauna. Why the heck? Well, that's not very good. So let's go ahead and get another batch of clones going. We're going to pull somebody from the carbohydrates. Well, we can't do that because we need someone on the coal generator. We just need more power. Thankfully, we can get 20% increase to power for coal generators. And we're probably going to grab this coal generator efficiency as well, so they consume less coal. We're actually gathering quite a bit of coal a day, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. We're going to grab somebody from the coal extractor to put in here. You really just got to balance where you send your people and got to be very careful with how you use your people as well. But surely over time, they will replenish the fauna in this habitat and we'll be able to capture more. The only downside is it'll probably take... Wait, it's running at 100% efficiency with one person. Okay. Yeah, I would probably ever only put one person in here. That usually seems to be enough to take care of grabbing enough things and generally keeping the whole cloning process going. But we need a ton of people, which will then make us need a lot more food production, which will then make us need a lot more energy production, which will then make us need a lot more oxygen production. And not necessarily in those orders. Sometimes at the very same time, you'll need both those things. And it can get pretty complicated. Or, well, pretty tight, I guess, in general. So, a Dumbo octopus. We haven't caught anything. Fauna capture requires common bait. Do we not? It's uncommon, but it requires common bait. Huh. Never ran into this before. What do you mean requires common bait? Basic bait. Oh, we're using basic bait, but we require common bait? Okay. Well, that I'm not entirely sure what the heck is going on there, but apparently we can't catch anything. Barry Shannon, hello. Welcome. I would like to use another coal generator, but apparently turning that on will make everyone... Oh, no? Okay, we'll take someone from the carbohydrates bay then. Or farm. Well, I say that, but we also need more air. Yeah, just grab someone from the carbohydrate farm. Boom. More oxygen. Okay. And we got another clone. That's in the cloning lab. We don't need 2 people in there. Let's put you in there. Okay. We have power and oxygen. And thankfully the air quality is okay. So we should be able to survive there. So let's turn this on, finally. And let's go hunting for some resources. Ah. I love when there's nothing. Hopefully there's some aluminum over here. Oh, no. We might not be far enough into the kelp forest to be able to do that. Iron ore extraction. Still not really what we're looking for. We're looking for aluminium. Not finding anything. Any points of interest, though? It does not seem that way. Okay. Sabotage. Overseer. We've had an incident in our research lab. Someone working there has been destroying samples and key pieces of equipment. We must protect the mission. We cannot allow such insubordination to go unpunished. We don't know who caused it, but someone has to pay. We'll cut off oxygen to the lab. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do. Progress on a number of experiments has been lost after some unforeseeably clumsy handling. These will need to be started again if we're to make necessary advancements. Okay, well, I mean, it do be like that sometimes, so. It's kind of annoying. Send expeditions to nearby biomes. We could just send expeditions to biomes. How do we do that? Hold on. No, map. Where's my mappy? No exploration sub. So I actually could just send somebody to go explore that. Okay. Intriguing. I wonder if it'll find things for me. I love it when things find things for me, and I don't have to do that myself. So we'll go ahead and grab a sub bay real quick. I love a bit of bay. And that seems to be all the habitats. Oh, there's actually a habitat right here. Wow. Okay. Wonderful. There's actually 3 habitats right next to each other. Lettuce submarine. A lettuce submarine. We'll put industry like right over here. This will be our little sub bay. And once that's built, we should be able to just sustain it outright. And I'm gonna grab, oh, I said I was gonna actually get coal efficiency, wasn't I? We're fine. We're grabbing enough. We're fine. And there's one thing I also find weird. Is this oil drill? I can get an oil drill, right? From an oil to place in an oil field. Then I'll get an oil well. Not exactly sure what the heck that does. And then on the tier 3 research, I hate to be a spoiler, but there's like a oil generator. So I'm not exactly sure what the heck we would use oil for. Again, very inexperienced, so probably something. But it seems like we get to be able to get the raw resource but not use it until we basically like rank up, I guess, in research. Okay, but we can get another slot. So basically, this will allow us to put more, I guess, genome sequences in this genome sequencer. So it'll increase our generalists, which spider crabs do a lot of. It'll increase our mutation indirectly because these just come with mutations, and it'll increase our chance of success of actually making a clone. So we're going to go ahead and keep slapping more clones on here, and we're going to take someone from the coal extractor because I feel they've been having it too good. Okay, let's get an exploration sub, please. What we need... Oh, bollocks. We need... Is this... No, that doesn't decrease air quality. We need somebody to actually make some steel alloys. Or scrap steel. So, yep, this will give us unsafe air quality, which is not very cash money. But we need 15 to make that. And we'll pull you from the sub pen over there. Submarine factory, because we're not really needing you right now. We'll turn that off. And we'll try to get as much steel as we can before people start dying left and right from the terrible air quality we have. Okay. Come on. Okay, well we have 15. I'm gonna get 5 more just so we have some steel to spare. Because we're always gonna need steel to like just do literally anything. But if someone dies, I'll immediately turn it off. Okay, cool. Alloy furnace, turn off. So now, how many days of food do we have? We have 4 days of food. Okay, we need that person in power. The cloning bay definitely does not need 2 people. I'm pretty sure an extra person just increases the speed at which this happens. So let's build that exploration sub. And over time, they will do their thing. Yeah, see, the building currently is working right now, but there's like no one in it. So buildings work all the time, regardless if there's actually people pulling levers or doing anything. Our sonar is picking up something moving above the research facility. We don't have an ID on the target yet, but it looks unusually large. It could be a false reading. The research facility, meaning the whole thing. Anomaly detected. Ah! Very nice. There's a tentacle monster currently attacking our research facility. Nobody panic. It's just a drill. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and repair that. Was there a concrete? Oh, yeah, there was an extraction point up there that I was looking at. Might want to grab that. Ah, I need more steel. Son of a gun. It's attacking us. Well, we're going to have to repair that immediately. Because that's going to really cut into our power there. Okay, God help us all. Whatever just hit us was huge. Descriptions among the crew vary, but we think it's a living creature. We need to take measures now. Upgrade our lighting system to outgrip UVC light. We can unlock this ability in the tech tree. Okay. Well, lucky for you, I've been saving up, so bada bang, done. So we should be able to protect ourselves from Cthulhu. If it's a giant octopus, even more reason to be super, super afraid, because, oh my gosh, what the heck is that? Oh yeah, we need to expand power to this housing for our crew members. That is not quite enough. Yeah, see, that costed 1 steel, but I got no steel back from that. Yeesh. Did we build an exploration sub? Okay, so this is the exploration submarine. It's used for longer range exploration. Use the submarine command window to send an expedition. So, we want to check out this Larabia kelp fortress, or forest. But we need 3 people here. So, grab one from the basic research lab. Someone from the submarine factory, because we don't need it there anymore. And someone from a coal generator. So they'll be able to succeed. We'll send that expedition, and I think we'll be able to survive without someone in the coal generator. It seems that way. Okay, well, these hooligans are going to go do some spicy exploration here. And we failed cloning. Lovely. Crew are malnourished. It'd be like that sometimes. Wow, they're going deep. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I could just send them to explore a biome. Flares are temporary light sources that light up a small area for 3 days. Buildings can be built within the flare's area of effect. Okay, it would be a risky endeavor to try and expand our main base to this new biome. Instead, we could set up an outpost and establish a second base of operations. Building an outpost in a nearby biome and connect it to the transport network by building a docks. Okay. We have an outpost, which we can't build, and a docks, which we also can't build. Okay. Nice. That's just great. They're returning from the kelp forest. I wonder if they just stay in that exploration submarine. Well, the more you know, I guess. What do we got? A few of the staff have come down with the stomach virus. They will be unfit to work unless we act. I would advise that you get them into the hospital. You hooligans and wanting healthcare. Honestly. Very uncouth. So we're gonna need, I guess it's in life support, a hospital, which we'll be able to unlock here in a bit. Wow, with just a scientist, we can do quite a bit of research. Okay, the sub has returned. Let's go ahead and just send this exploration submarine. Hello? Okay, send exploration submarine. I need 1 coal to do that. Okay. Oh, and I just need... Alright, cool. Coal extractor, sure. And we'll just send someone to explore that cave system. I'm not sure how many resources I wasted on trying to explore that biome, but I'm assuming quite a bit. It's impossible to tell how far this cave system stretches for. We're going to need to be extremely cautious if we want to explore it, as if being this deep underwater wasn't bad enough without being in a cave as well. Okay, let's investigate it for wildlife. Oh, nice. Someone died. And the sub was destroyed. What? That's just great. Okay, well, things are going wonderfully over here. We can't even... Well, we can't build a hospital. What does this cost? Cost... Oh, something we have a plethora of. So let's just grab this for now. I say that, but let's build that over here so we can get a hospital going. How much does an outpost cost again? Exploration. Outposts. Establishes a base in a new area. A lot. We need concrete to be able to build this over here. Because we need this concrete deposit. Wow, this... What the heck? What kind of... Something wild's going on over here. Let's just do that. Let's just wait for it to get built. We do not have enough steel for that. Okay. Well, as you can see, this is kind of the stuff I run into from time to time. You basically get to a point where you need to pretty much decide what resources need to be made at a time to survive. We need more clones because we've been losing people left and right. We need to turn this back on and just get someone working in here. Our food is okay for now. Life goes on. Okay, it needs power. And we need a power line to be able to do that. I think that'll be a good point right there. Yeah. Okay. Well, air quality's going down. We need somebody in here. So just take someone from the coal extractor. Okay. And then we're gonna need not a coal extractor, but a regular extractor, a drill extractor. And I pray that we can build this. Oh, what do we need? We need concrete to build this. Oh no. Okay. Can we find concrete out here? Literally anywhere, please, I beg you. We found more coal. Let's just place that right there so we don't forget it. We can get some iron here. Oh, we are going to need some concrete. Oh, I saw steel. Steel and iron here is pretty nice. Quartz glass. Concrete? Oh my gosh, are we saved? I think we're saved. Oh my goodness. Saving grace. Let's take someone from... Where are all my mining subs going to? Where are you going to? I just want to see where he's stationed. Oh, let's put you right here. We need this concrete to survive. Sorry, kid. Okay. We're not dead. We literally a saving grace. So we'll be able to get this drill extractor down, and then I dare say we, in terms of resources, will be safe. We're still gonna need like a ton of food because we currently do not have enough. Let's just grab somebody from oxygen because I don't think we need that much people in oxygen. Okay, yeah, that'll be alright. Anything to prolong our food. Since we can't, it seems, capture these squid, I'm probably going to get rid of this and place like a food thing here. They are rare, but I don't think we can catch them. Hopefully the food thing can. Save up for that drill extractor, which we should be getting very soon. Please. Please, I beg you. Okay, awesome. So now we can get a drill extractor. Life is a little bit better now. Heck yeah. Alright, put that there. Get a little elevator shaft here. And I'm pretty sure we're probably going to need another elevator shaft for here. Yeah, something like that. We'll be able to link up with everything. Alright, cool. So we can connect this to here. Very nice. Is that darkness or something? Like what? Invalid. Why is this invalid? I swear invalid. Yeah, we'll just do something like that. Okay. And they kiss like that. And bada bing, bada boom. We have power and oxygen heading in this direction. Okay, very cool, Kanye. Now we can get concrete. And that's something we've needed for basic necessities and resources. I'm going to turn this off so we don't have respiratory issues anymore. And we're going to try to get a mess hall. So this is one thing I am a little confused about. So this mess hall provides recreation to crew within the area of effect. Crew with access can consume low-quality food with no detrimental health effects. So I would assume that means the malnourishment that comes with the the health effects. But I have tried it before, and it doesn't seem that it fixes malnourishment. And I guess it makes sense, but it's still kind of like, make up your mind, like what? And honestly, this kind of area right here seems a little unnecessary. Another crew member is unhoused. I will go ahead. Not there. Oh my gosh, okay. Just 10 concrete down the drain. Put a junction here. And I will get rid of this, methinks. And I will put another one of these here. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, these... Oh, this isn't infinite. Coal is infinite, but the concrete, however, is not. Interesting. That's kind of weird. Oh, I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. The people are unhappy that all our food is low quality. Some of the crew are becoming aggressive over food rations. What should we do about it? That I will promise. I will promise high quality food. Mostly because I'm going to turn this into a high quality food area. If I can. I'm not sure. So that's called the protein harvester. Harvest fauna to produce high quality foods. Must be constructed on an active habitat. Sounds good to me. And we'll just go ahead and grab that upgrade whenever we can. But, protein harvester. Let's grab it. Yep. We need to crew it and power it. Because why wouldn't we? So we'll need an elevator to go up. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll go there. Alright, so that'll be powered. And given oxygen, we definitely need more food, for sure. Because we only have about a day's worth. Actually, we produce 20 low-quality food per day, so we're not too far off from being able to survive out here. I will go ahead and grab more spider crab. Imagine getting cloned from a spider crab. Ugh. Ugh, just makes me shiver, honestly. I'm not a big fan of those spider crab things. They're kind of cute because they get to decorate their shells with seashells and stuff sometimes, so they kind of make up for it, but it's still kind of like, ugh. I don't know. Not a fan of it. Okay, we need someone to crew oxygen as well. So we'll take more from... we don't have a whole lot of people. We need more people. I can't take from the coal extractor's about to give out. That is not good. Wait, that's our next problem is coal. Let's actually just stick you on coal mining. Actually, no, we don't need to. If we click mine all, you should just mine coal. Okay, Susan McGeehan. She needs to go on oxygen. She's in the cloning lab, or wherever she is. Alright, cool. We have power. We have oxygen. Food is gonna be fixed whenever we get these carbohydrate farms going again. But we'll increase the output of the protein harvester, so we'll get a little bit more. Okay. I'm pretty happy with where we are right now. We're not doing too bad. Blast extractor. They are fast but inefficient. I'm good. A biomass generator would be cool. So are we actually producing something from here? High quality food. Harvest this fauna to produce high quality food. Must be constructed on an active habitat. Okay. We are getting high quality food. So that should help fix the malnourishment of some of the crew. The question is, does this harvest fauna to produce high quality food must be constructed on an active habitat? It doesn't say it destroys the habitat or uses up the habitat. I think only these fauna traps do that. So I'm going to assume I won't have to build a marine stabilizer there. Oh, we also have the hospital up and going. I think we need to use that actually. So we'll plop somebody in the hospital from the cloning bay here. And some people should use this, I think. So I thought. I don't know, I guess not. Let's go ahead and put another living quarters down. We need it. Yeah, I guess no one needs a hospital, so we'll just pull this person from the hospital right there. Generate more food, because we are running into that issue. And then once the carbohydrate farms are working, that should literally just barely break us even on food. And we'll actually try to expand back out to the forest over here. Oh, it's back. Use the UV mode. We're actually getting pretty low on that. Where is it? I heard it. Our sonars indicated more abnormal activity near our base. The reading is larger than anything we've seen before and it appears to be moving in our direction. We can activate the UV lights to repel whatever it is. UV mode can be activated through the central hub, however it will double our fuel consumption. That it will. Okay. Yeah, no, we're running into an issue with fuel. We're about to run out of fuel. A biomass generator would probably help. Coal efficiency upgrade also would help. We'll use 40% less coal. So I'll grab that. We have 2 days remaining worth of stuff. Of fuel. It's kind of going in and out. We only have one person here. Let's just get a clone from the or someone from the cloning bay over here. That'll give us 3 days. That gives us, well, no, we break even on coal like that. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and research the coal efficiency upgrade so we'll use less coal. And hopefully we won't die from that. So that immediate issue will be solved. And we need more crew rooms. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and bring power over here. And this uses so much concrete. What do we got? A critical malfunction has occurred in a power generator. Malfunctions can occur when buildings are not fully staffed. That is not good. Somebody fix that right now. Because we have lost power to one of our areas. And that will slowly kill it over time. Because I think that monster comes and attacks whenever we're not supplying this area with light. Okay. Should be able to house the crew now. So everyone's not super upsetty. We've had a crew death. Very sad. And we need some recreation facilities. All in all, we're surviving out here. We're still a little low on food, though. Is there anything we can lose? I don't think so. We just need more people. I need aluminum, honestly. That's something I really need. And a mining sub is idle. Yeah, we gathered all the concrete. Okay, coal efficiency upgrade. Grab that. So now we're not consuming as much coal per day. We're +1 a day, which is nice. All things considered. But now I think I need to solve a lot of issues, honestly. One being the unfortunate need for power and air filtration. Because if I can't get air filtration, then I'm going to have some issues maintaining my base. Because I literally cannot activate much of our production facilities without causing air problems. And we need more oxygen. I also think that these purify air as well. I'm not entirely sure though. It says like +7. I think it increases air quality. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of hope it does. Because if it does, then, I mean, we're surviving out here. I can turn this on though. And just grab one person over there. I need more people, though. A lot more people. Actually, can I no, I can't research the next. Can I? Let me just check. Can I get another sequence for the genome thing? Nope. It takes 120. Definitely cannot. But we need another clone to get into here. So we can get some more air going. Because right now we have no air, no air. We currently don't have enough power either. It is a constant struggle. An absolute struggle all the time. And like we need food too. Like we need people in the carbohydrates area getting food. Yeesh. And that's not to mention when inevitably whenever our population just starts dying in mass because their lifespan's up. Just yeesh. And this person has been stuck on iron for a while, so I'm going to pull you over to quartz glass. Do something more useful with your life. And I have no idea where my other mining... Oh, it's right there. That other mining subs are right there. Here, you should finish this coal off over here. Okay, we have somebody. I'm going to put them in here so we get some freaking air. Ah, it doesn't have power. Very nice. Well, I'm going to grab someone from the research bay and put them in here. Research bay. Yep, there we go. Research bay. Okay, we have enough power and we have enough air now. Hopefully this is purifying the air. I think that's what that means. Because it's generating stuff to the oxygen grid. But I think this also means it's like helping. Because this shows that it's negative. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of new. But we out here learning together. I really would like if we had that, where was it? Mess hall. Provides recreation to crew and can consume low quality food with no detrimental health effects. That is something I want. But we need concrete for that. So we need a freaking clone to be made to be able to go do that. I'm just going to move somebody from the research bay over here right now. Because we have a scientist there who can do 50% of the work already. So here we go. Wow, it takes a long time to harvest that. Okay. And we have an air quality issue. Dang. Okay. That's a real son of a gun. Caitlin Bumbar. Unsafe air quality. Okay, well let's just turn that off, I guess. Hmm. Let's pull someone from the cloning bay over here. Because we're not going to be able to meet our demands for food, I don't think, anymore, which is what we have. What a struggle. Oh, man. Constantly running into issues with power, with literally everything. Once we get enough coal, I think I'm going to cut coal and then move them over to concrete, or at least cut 2. Heck, I'll probably cut 2 right now. Nah. I don't know. Because these coal generators give off quite a bit of air pollution, and our oxygen generators can't really counter it. Because these give -10, but these give +7. Life support, basic air purifier. Yeah, that's nice and all, but you don't really do your job very well. You need aluminum. Advanced oxygen generator? Whatever the heck this is. Produces large amounts of low-quality food, low crew and power requirements. Again, that'll need whatever the heck that is. Not exactly sure. I know we need concrete, though. A crew member reached the end of their life. That is ominous as heck. Okay. We'll pull someone from the cloning lab. And we should not be right on top of food, but getting close to meeting our demands. Okay, but someone died. No idea where. They died somewhere, though. Someone's still in the hospital. Where the heck did they die? Oh, we have 2 people in here? Heck no, don't put a crew member in there. Let's just grab somebody from here. Let's pull someone from the hospital. Don't need the hospital. Cloning failed. I can't. Who? I wish I could see who is dying or where they're passing away on. Let's actually have a look-see. Lifespan. Sort by lifespan? Not applicable. I guess those are like normal humans that are going to live forever. So we have you, who's in a coal generator, who's going to die in a day. Yikes. I wonder if they just age super quick. Oh yeah, I already used this. Don't need to suck up too much power anymore. We're under attack. I guess. I don't know, that usually only pops up whenever we have an issue with the anomaly. Wow, that is sucking a lot of power. Okay, yeah, I know. Oh wait, we don't have a air quality issue? No, we have low quality air. Never mind. It just takes forever to make. Let's generate more people, because we're going to need to replace the people that are dying very soon. Okay. Died of old age in the coal generator. Is that going to hurt our power very bad? Maybe? No? Okay, no, we're surviving. We have respiratory problems now. The attack is over. And we're low on coal. I'm going to turn this off for now. The coal generator anyway. So we don't have respiratory problems. We need concrete. And we're going to pull somebody from the cloning lab to help with that. Yep, people are dying soon. I see that. What do we got? What do we got? We can do without someone on power, I think. Doing quite well with power. And we could pull people out of the hospital. Let's actually just zero that out. And you're stuck in the cloning lab. Okay, cloning lab, please. Our power consumption is increasing. We may need to make the switch to oil and oil-powered generators. Oil will provide much more power to meet our growing needs. First, we need to locate an oil field. I would love to get oil. That's in my blood, man. Like, 100%. Oil? Got it. Power. Oil drill. Yeah, we could, but I honestly do not see any oil in our area. Basic air purifier, I'll just research that, but we need aluminum for it. If only. If only. I mean, we're doing surprisingly well with food. We're making 27 total, but we're consuming 31. But we're like gaining food, so I'm not sure how they do this calculation, but it doesn't seem correct. This concrete extraction is just taking forever. We have 4 days of coal remaining. See if I can supplement that with a mining sub. But yeah, I'll just put you on mine everything. You won't mine iron because you're full up on iron. But if I can make the coal last longer so I can grab as much concrete as possible, that would be nice. And also if I can place down an outpost, that would be awesome. But I need 15 concrete. Wait, is this... Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, I guess those new recruits will just go wherever now. I would actually like them to be in the research bay so we can get a little bit more so we can pull from the coal generator. I don't think that'll be too bad, will it? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, we'll be alright. Okay. Maximum research, please. And coal is being supplemented. Alright. Someone died in the coal generator, though. Gross. We're going to have to build another exploration submarine. So we're going to turn this on, grab someone from the coal generator, and build an exploration submarine. And this time, we're going to try not to murder them. It would be nice. That would just absolutely make my day if our crew could go several days without dying or somehow killing each other. And you know what? I have a mess hall, don't I? Yeah. Okay. I have a mess hall. So I don't know why that's messed up like that. That tunnel junction should... That's what I mean. Like, sometimes whenever you destroy a building, it, like, removes the connection permanently until you actually, like, replace it. Put the mess hall here. This will encompass the living quarters of the crew. Yep, I know. Fuel is not doing so great. We're going to just turn this off and turn this on. So we're going to pull from the coal generator, which I'm sure will survive. Yeah, we'll be alright. Barely. We have someone in oxygen. We can probably pull them off oxygen. And okay, we're gaining enough coal. We'll be alright. I really hate this red stuff though. Kind of annoying. Okay, let's turn this off. So we have an exploration submarine. I just want, honestly, we could probably pull someone from coal generators. I'll probably pull people from the carbohydrate farm actually as well, since we're doing well with food. So go check out this kelp forest, please. 2 from the carbohydrate farm, and 1 from the coal generator. That person died, but it's okay. Apparently they can still go on exploration. Yep, I know fuel's getting low, but we'll be alright. And I just remembered I won't be able to do anything about this because I need this working. I'll take someone from the cloning bay, take 2 people from the research bay. Basic research lab. Okay, now we're getting coal, but we have unsafe air quality. I sigh. And he's just going to drop a flare and let us put down like a dock whenever we get enough stuff. Very nice. Okay. It has its ups and its downs. I mean, we kind of surviving, we kind of not. We'll grab a biomass generator for the future. And I think for now, this will be a good stopping point. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you're enjoying. And we are certainly not in the clear, but we're doing a lot better than, honestly, what I did on my previous run-through. So I'm glad that whenever I turned on the record button, I didn't just absolutely die. But in the next one, we are going to explore a new biome. We're going to get more situated. We're going to solve our unsafe air quality. That issue is the main limiting factor, I think, for a massive expansion. Because once we have that air quality fix and we find some aluminum, I honestly see myself taking off very quickly. These oxygen generators kind of help, but not enough to let us have basically the basic necessities to mine coal and also the basic resource of concrete. Not going very good. And the power also is not helping. But again, in the next one, we're going to set up a little spoopy outpost in these kelp areas. So until then, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.